Morning everyone. I am back at the combines again, so another combine day. It's Saturday. This sale didn't go through for this place, and it ended on Sunday afternoon, and yeah, just eBay for you, I suppose. But there you go. I took a gamble and it didn't pay off, but fortunately I still got the combine and I didn't lose out too much. But it looks like it is still for sale, but I think the more as time goes on, the more I'm thinking actually I'm going to keep it, because I'm not going to find another one like this easily. And then you've got the hassle, you've got all the hassle that goes with getting another combine. You've got to find exactly the right one. You know, there is a few potentials out there, but my thinking now is it's not really a bad combine. You know, the structure and that of the combine is all right. Not a massive fan of driving it, but it does the job, and yeah, I do quite like it. But it's just I want something a little bit more comfortable to drive, really. But I think I'm going to stick with it just for the time. When the right combine does come along, I'll know, and it'll be the right thing, you know. Preferably a local one, really, for the transport costs and everything. There was a bloke in Northern Ireland, a fellow I spoke to, who did take an interest in it, but it's not really what he wants. So the money that I sort of need to make back for it, it's not, you know, that person who wants it for that money, and I haven't met them yet, and I can't afford to lose it. I just can't afford. I can't afford to lose a couple of hundred, potentially 500 quid it was going to be. But anyway, I'm going to have a good take the sieves out of both of them hopefully today, but this one especially. Take the sieves out of it, clean it inside, have a look at the RAS bars, have a look at the concave and inside there, because potentially, or almost definitely, I'm going to have the front off this before harvest, put new RAS bars on the drum, and give the concave a refurbishment if it needs it, and new drum belt. But yeah, I've got to get on because I'm a little bit late already. I've got here late and I need to get work done, you see. So, but I'll add another video in a minute. See you later. That's the lower sieve. It's all chock full of straw. Now, I don't suppose that helped the issue. That's top sieve. Obviously corn dividers. I had them out. I should have opened them before really, but for some reason I didn't open them, and it's all full of crap, wet crap as well. So I'll have to pour a load of duck oil in there to counteract that. But I'm going to get in there, clean that out. I'm going to have to get in there and hand it out, I think. All that rubbish in the bottom there somehow. I don't really want it. I might take a bucket in there with me and get it out of that bottom trough, because I don't want that sitting in there all the time. I've also taken the drum cover off and found that these do need changing. So that you can just see in there the concave at the bottom. I think the wires are alright, but I think when we get it out it might be worth changing the wires. But we need to, the edges of the concave are like completely rounded off, like the concave bars. So yeah, it's got to come out, and yeah, and we'll do that. I think I'm actually well up for it now, you know. I think doing that, I'll have a word with a couple of people, but I think it'll probably be a completely different combine. Yeah. So there you go. I'm going to have some lunch in a minute, but give it a good clean then, and we'll oil it over. Lovely jubbly. Took these covers off so you get a better view. Obviously the sunlight's shining a bit, so it's a bit awkward. But you see, these concave bars are where you can sort of see the back there is nice and square, that edge. But there, where it's been rubbing over the years, it's rounded off. it's almost like you'd want to change them out. But what I'd do is run a grinder gently along the edge, keep running, do each one till you get it as level as you can. And if it's really bent, I'll find a way you can make like a clamp. You have a clamp and a girder along the bottom, metal arm girder along the bottom, and jack it up, keep jacking it up until you get them nice and straight. But I mean, you can do that. I mean, there ain't a massive advantage to it in the sense because it's only going to bend again at some point, but people do it. I used to do it when I worked at Turney's. I tell you what, it's a really tidy combine. You know, I had a bit of a falling out with it in the summer, but I think I was overreacting really. Like I say, it was. I'm trying to think now. We couldn't get it to thresh very well. Then we had fuel problem, and then the tyre popped, and that was enough. I'll give up then. That combined with the fact that couldn't get comfortable positions driving it. See, the thing that I find is you can't see the header very well. I'm thinking of removing that panel there, that panel above the header there, so I can see a bit better. But it's a good combine. I'm just so in love with the Gleaners. I find it hard adjusting to something else. But there you go. Like, Gleaners are for me a dream to drive. That Gleaner C is a beautiful thing to drive. But it's not all bad. I mean, it's a really good combine. And I want to check the top of the straw walkers as well in a minute to make sure that the grids are on there. There you go. You can see all the dirt in the bottom there. Look, I can't get that out. You can see it a bit better there because the sun's not shining in on us. Yeah, very nice. You get took the sieves out of this beauty as well. Yeah, the light's on. Yeah, just clean, good old clean. With the sieves, I'm gonna put some treatment on the wood because they're good. I mean, they are good, but they do rot very easily if you're not careful. I'm gonna give them a clean, but I'm not gonna wax all of them just yet. I'm gonna wait. I've got some woodworm preventer stuff that I actually used on the Model C. So I'm gonna put that on there. Give all that a clean out. I might even do the blades on the wooden blades on the fan. Wouldn't be a bad idea. But I guess that the stuff I'm putting in it anyway, the rust preventer will help to a large degree as well. The thing is with these Gleaners, actually, they don't rot generally, the bodywork, but they will rot in the right circumstances. So say like with that, lay there for ages with all moisture in it, that will sit and eventually it will go, like the bottoms of where the grain runs along the bottom in those augers, it rubs the bottom of the tray out. You can see some rats have been in there, look, which isn't very good, but you can, it rubs the like galvanise off the metal as it keeps rubbing over it, and that's what causes it eventually will rot out and fall out. Oh, there's a bit of water in there, look. See, look, there. Go get that out. That is exactly why I clean them out, because actually I don't even know how that's got in there, but it has. Whether that, I think that might be oil. Yeah, it's oil. But even so, there you go. At least it's oil. But it gets in surprising places you don't realise, you know. I found something quite useful. I didn't realise these had this. There's these little screws here that hold these bottoms in, so I can take them out. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take them out for storage. I didn't realise that. So yeah, very good. I'm quite impressed. I was just looking down there and I noticed them. I thought, Oh wow, because I know that there's a bolt there as well. I know that the later ones had them. I didn't realise these had them. Gleaners don't have them. It'd be nice if they did, but they don't. Makes life a lot easier. It stops the, you know, they don't have to rot away. You can take the bottom off, and it means that it's just a little bit more open. I like to open them up as much as possible. I take these off, you see, because the rats, when they live in there, they like to have a nice closed environment, somewhere they feel safe. So if you open it up, it means there's light coming in and, you know, a bit more wind blowing through there, and they don't feel quite so much security in there. So yeah, I'll take them off now. Good. There you go, project done. I forgot to charge up my phone, so I've got no light on my phone. But I've done both. I've ordered both of these combines, the little Gleaner, the little shortback Gleaner, and this one. Took the cover off of there to get some oil in there. Bottom of the the grain tank. Bottom of the grain tank. So I'm gonna. There's a bloke called Mark Teverson. I used to work for him. He runs a combine breakers yard up the road. But Southam, near Southam, like Warwick sort of direction. Anyway, I'm going to go speak to him, possibly get hold of a trailer for this. Like I say, the geezer that I cut for is on about possibly getting a Lexan or a Dominator, a big combine that's capable of more acres. So this is questionable what we're going to do with it. Obviously, I'm going to think about it and do the wise thing, if you know what I mean. I do actually quite like it. I mean, I've had a bit of a strop with it, but you know, it's just a case of just dealing with it and just doing the right thing with it. We'll see. Obviously, if he's getting a Lexan, I don't know if there's much point me doing it all up, but we'll see. You see, I don't mind the idea of it. It's just balancing out and doing the right thing, really. You know, asking questions. You see, I put questions on Facebook and stuff like that. I mean, some people can be a little bit funny when you ask questions, but why not? You know, what are the groups for if you can't ask questions? You know what I mean? And you know, I'm not bothered about looking stupid, really. I mean, it's a little bit annoying, but who cares? You know, at the end of the day, you know, it's all about learning and everything. You know, at the end of the day, I didn't grow up on a farm, so I don't know. You know, I just learn as I go. I'm not going to start pretending for a minute that I know everything, because I don't. I only know what I've learned. But there you go. Another good day. 2 clean and oil combines ready for winter. You know, so that's good. Got one more up at Loughborough that we're going to have a look at. Possibly put a bit of oil on it. But they're ready for the shed now, so I can get on. Happy. Very good. Right. See you next week probably when I get this combine home. This nice little Europa home. Right. See you again. Bye.